Layam Yahweh Ba'Shema Mashiach Yahushai Bahashem Haraka Kodesh Brakatam Yahweh or Brakatah Yahweh Brakatah Yahushai Brakathum to the Akim Akwatium out here keeping his word truth in all sincerity, teaching the downfall of Esau, these 2/3, this wicked kingdom, and these heathens, to the 1/3 men, women, and children that are decent and in order, men, women, and children, to the Habayah Shah Dawadah, the house of David, to the Israelite foreigners that don't look like maybe don't look like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but do go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whether you got blonde hair, blue eyes, blonde hair, green eyes, Chinese looking, Japanese looking, whatever you look like, Hamite, but you go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, like a speckled bird, and to the elect 144,000 chosen from the beginning of existence, faithful from the womb. I want to say Kwam Yashala, rise Israel, Lam Lam Young, forever and ever. Our Abba Yahweh, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom, Yashala, come. Thy will, righteousness be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day, Yahweh Shai, our daily bread. Forgive us of our trespasses as we forgive those, the Akim and Akwathium, that trespass against us. Lead us not into wickedness, temptation, but deliver us from these heathen 2/3 and devils, evil. For thine, you, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, are the kingdom, Yashala, the power, Alahayim, and the glory, forever and ever. Lama Lam Young. Amen. All right. Pride goeth before destruction. This is Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Boom. Let's get it like that. So, we always talk about, can women be saved without a man or Lord? Or can a woman be saved without a husband? You'll basically get a husband. This really is not on that. This is more on the aspect of the stuff that's going on. Let me get this real quick right here. Facebook. What the fuck just dropped, but I ain't picking it up. Okay, so I want to go into this about Mark Zuckerberg and talking about how he believes that there can be problems before the election, and it can cause like the internet and things to be shut down. Now, if the Bible says that a man should be a hiding place, a wind from destruction. So this is Isaiah 32:2. And the reason why I read the last one, that pride go before destruction, is because a lot of you women still are in your pride, even though you're in this truth. You're like, I'm going to wait to get a man of the Lord wait till the end. I'm going to do this and this. But from what it looks like, even in California right now with the fires, they're shutting down things like the power and stuff like that. That's why when it first came on here, it said San Francisco, Capex, whatever. And I'm not in San Francisco or California. I was just doing a video on it, how the internet and stuff, the power is going to be shut down. I just got off the phone with one of the Akim, one of my friends from Muay Thai. And, you know, he's in the truth. And, you know, he was telling me he's out there in that area like Vallejo and stuff. And he goes, yeah, sometimes they just shut it down for like 2-3 days. And they just say people using too much power. But guess what? It's hot. And there's fires. So if it's hot and there's fires and you have no power, you have no knowing of what's going on around you. Now, we've been telling you women that you need a man to be saved. We've been telling you women that a woman, your daughter shall go against the mother and son against the father. Well, I've been telling my ex-wife for a while what's been happening. You know, they get mad because I tell these young women that they're women and that they need to respect themselves. But guess what? One of their little sisters that they adopted came up missing, fucking around. Guess what? Gang members, cartel people, older men, has a whole bunch of different accounts on like Instagram and all this stuff. She's 15 years old. Well, she just turned supposedly in July, but she got all these naked pictures of her sending over to who? All these gang members and stuff. And guess what they're giving her? Xanax and weed and everything else, right? So they didn't want to obey the order, but now they're getting the judgment. And then my ex-wife is like, oh, you love laughing at our torment. I'm like, dude, I fucking sit up here and tell you guys what's going to happen, but you guys want to call us pedophiles for telling you the truth, for telling you, hey, that's a young woman that you need to tell her to act a certain way. Nah, she's a kid. Well, is she doing kid shit? If your daughter's looking at Victoria's Secret, her mind's not fucking on no childish Barbie shit, okay? Do you understand? So you guys got to stop trying to say that us men that are telling you the truth, that we're the ones in the wrong. You know? And now they got that law, that SB 145 in California anyway. And I told her, I said, hey, well, she's in California. Is the person's 10 years older. I said, the way that they're going to really get in trouble is, guess what? Fucking the drugs and alcohol. Otherwise, they're not, oh, well, you can't claim me as a predator, sex, whatever, offender or whatever. These are the things that we come into, okay? So we telling you what's going to happen. You know, the Bible says, judge a man by his fruit. So we're telling you the truth. So this is Isaiah 32:2. And it says, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest. So the shit that's going on, like wickedness and everything. And the rivers of water in a dry place and as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Because the weary land, when you walking and you're like, I need some water, I need a place to hide. I've been in a weary land. When I was out training and fighting in Vegas, I went running on the hottest day of the year. Didn't even know it was the hottest day. And man, I ran so far into this desert that I thought I was fine. Ran out of water. My water got hot. Trying to drink it, my stomach was hurting. I was crawling on hands and knees out of the desert, trying to find anything to hide next to in the shade. So man, if the man's gonna be like that for you, trust me. If that shit was hard for me, I had crystals all around my mouth. I seen helicopters flying over. I thought they was looking for me. I had only been gone for a couple hours and I was almost gone. Like that, I was almost gone. I was trying to wave people down. People didn't see me. Finally, some security guards at this plant seen me just crawling. And on hands and knees on 100 and some degrees. Trying to make it, burning up my hands and knees. Just laid out. He brought me, ran up. Like he was an old man. And if you ever see an old man run, you know there's an issue. He was old. But that ain't where I'm going. This shit ain't about me. You know, we telling y'all, man, and shit's coming to pass, whether it's going to be your own family members and stuff, and it's like they ain't listening. You know, so guess what? It's judgment. Just like that 17-year-old boy from YouTube just got overdose. The one that was a fashion whatever. The Most High put judgment on him. He been doing sodomite stuff and got all these views and shit. The Most High judged his ass. And y'all want us to feel sorry. We don't feel sorry, man. We telling you. We trying to get the blood up off our hands. But guess what? Y'all think this shit is a joke, man. Y'all really do. Look, so we telling you that this man right here is telling you the same thing. This little robot creature is telling you that, hey, there might not be no power, or there ain't even no power in some places. And even with that, there's going to be some issues where they said they might shut down the internet and stuff. So guess what? If you don't know where the men of the Lord are, because there's going to be sedition out there on the streets, because he's talking about riots and shit, then how you going to get a man? If you don't get them now, what the fuck you think you going to get them later? How? The internet's there for you to use. You see us over here prophesying. You see us talking, telling you what's going on. Some better than the others, but guess what? Some's lots of different, you know? And you like, I'm just going to wait. You guys are still in that haughty spirit. Like, I'm going to wait. I'm going to hold. I'm going to wait. And when I see it get a little better, then I'm going to ask, who's going to want you when it's already bad? How you going to contact us if it's already bad? Y'all got to think. My boy already hit me back up today. The one from San Francisco, Vallejo area. He talking about like, yo, man, I just, you know, because he got silver and gold. He signed up under me, got some silver and gold. He like, man, I just, you know, he's gone through the same thing with his woman. His woman ain't listening. He's trying to get his family together. Like, look, bitch, this shit's happening. But she don't want to. She want to play games and go run around with some other dudes and do stuff, you know. Like, the women are out of order and he's getting it, you know what I mean? But, hey, I told him, like, yo, you might just have to do like Lot and just keep walking, you know. I ain't trying to put his business out there, but, like, you just going to have to keep walking, you know, because that's what shit, man. That's what I'm going to do. Cause my ex-wife be hitting me up every time we talk. She's like, "Why you?" You know, I give her an example of something that happened to show why this is happening, and she's always, "You always try to make this about you and me." Whoop de whoop de whoop. When realistically, what I'm saying ain't about us. I'm giving her an example so she could be like, "Damn, you told me," but they don't get it. They think we want to get back with them. No, the fuck, I don't want to deal with you in your mouth. I ain't trying to do that shit. I'm at peace. And you know when you fuck people up is when they start calling you names. Like, why the fuck you talking shit? Because y'all fucked up. But hey, listen to this, man.
Now, you said on election day it's over, but it might not be, right?
I think the dynamic that you're talking about is really important, which is that we may not know the final result on election night. One of the things that I think we and other media need to start doing is preparing the American people that there's nothing illegitimate about this election taking additional days or even weeks to make sure that all of the votes are counted. In fact, that might be important to make sure that this is a legitimate and fair election. So we're going to do a bunch of different messaging around that just to make sure that people know that that's normal. So if one of the candidates in any of the races claims victory before there's a consensus result, then we're going to add some informational context to that post directly, saying that there's no consensus result yet. I think that this is important because there is, unfortunately, I think, a heightened risk of civil unrest in the period, between voting and a result being called or out.
A heightened period of civil unrest. Okay, so they know that there's some shit coming. They know that there's some shit coming. Yup.
After that. And I just think that we need to be doing everything that we can to reduce the chances of violence or civil unrest in the wake of this election.
If that were to happen, would Facebook be blamed in part?
Well, I can't speak to what other people would do, but I think we're trying to make sure that we do our part to make sure that this election.
If that were to happen, would Facebook be blamed in part?
Well, I can't speak to what other people would do, but I think we're trying to make sure that we do our part to make sure that that none of this is organized on Facebook. We want to make sure that none of that stuff is happening on our services. But the country is very charged right now. So I think regardless of what we do, there's some chance that this happens across the country. I just want to make sure that we do our part to not contribute to it.
So they know civil unrest is coming. And because of that, they're saying if people are posting, that means they can shut down shit, man. He said if there's people posting stuff, they'll just say that it might not be right. So that's possible that they can shut down shit, man. They can shut shit down. Okay? That's man, there's just so much shit going on, man. What the fuck is this? I'll get back to this. These motherfuckers, bro. Look. People, man, just be coming up with shit. Oh my goodness, man. It's just some funny ass shit, but yeah. Oh man, whatever. But like I said, man, it says that we not basically the Bible says we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, And you gotta realize that if that does happen and there's sedition out there in the streets, then guess what? The men of the Lord ain't gonna be out there in those streets. Then that means that they're gonna shut shit down. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So, we ain't ignorant of his devices, so it shouldn't catch you off guard that all this shit is happening. We sitting there telling you, just like I was telling them young men and young women, that the shit that's happening. But guess what? They want to fight with us, and then they see what happens. Satan gets them. Satan gets a hold of them on that spirit. Now they looking stupid. We tell them, hey, we're having dreams. Somebody's doing witchcraft to your son or daughter. Next thing you know, guess what? Their son end up being murdered because their ex-wife is injecting them with heroin and all kinds of shit. Like, y'all, they don't want to listen to people that prophesied or dreams is coming true or coming. They don't want to listen to us. They want to go about. They want to continue drinking. They want to continue getting married. They want to continue having fun. They want to continue with the bread and circus. You know, this is probably pretty much just it. But I just wanted to just let you women know, I ain't even trying to go hard on you or nothing. That if civil unrest is coming, what are your chances of getting a man of the Lord? He gonna be moving like literally, you know where men of the Lord are right now, and you can reach out to them. But are you? You're not. And because you're not, the Most High may just say, hey, you had your chance. Now you're going to go through heck of trouble just to get to a man of the Lord. Because if the internet shut down, because I know you guys are like, well, I'll just use the internet and try to contact them. You're not going to be able to. Okay? If there's civil unrest in the streets, stuff's going to be shut down anyway. You're not going to be able to get to one. Do you see what I'm saying? You are having the opportunity right now. And even for you, Akim, I understand that we like, nah, I don't even want no woman. If she coming right now, this might be her only chance to get to you. So you might just have to try to give mercy and be like, you know what? I'm going to have to take her. I mean, but that's your lot. You decide. You ain't got to do nothing. You know, like that just popped up. We are the high value men. There ain't no such thing as a coincidence. You know, but we are the high value men. Because everybody else is believing in this dollar and everything. Even all these rich men. They ain't shit. All these other men, they have no idea what's going on. They're starting to wake up. They're starting to feel like, yo, you know, I could do this. Or, you know, I'm starting to get water, getting food. I'm doing. But even with them snoring up, guess what? It doesn't mean nothing. If they don't have the protection of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, it means nothing. Okay? Like it says, who can get you out of my hand? Slakia. This is Isaiah 43 and 13. Yea, before the day was I am he, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand. Whether you in there for protection or you in there because you about to get destroyed. I will work, and who shall let it? Okay? So once you there, you done. So you women, if you not protected under the men of the Lord, the Most High might got protection on you to get to one possibly. But he might also be like, man, you had plenty of opportunities. You had plenty of opportunities to reach out. You've been watching videos. You had plenty of opportunities to see them on the street. You had opportunities to ask, but you never asked. Because you ain't getting, you going to get one man in the Lord. And I think that's why my ex-wife is the way she is now. Because I think she knows. Because the stuff she says, I'm like, I think this is how you're feeling. But I told her, I said, I can't help you with how you feel. And I can't argue with your emotions, you know. I told her, I said, you're going to have to go seek some help. Because if the words of Yahweh Shemi Shai wasn't good enough for you, then you're going to have to go somewhere else. Because I ain't dealing with it. You know what I mean? You know, because my answers are going to come from what the Bible say. And if you went and cheated, slept around, you don't get no other chance. You don't get no other chance, man. You don't get no other chance. That's it, man. It's like, look, man. You women got opportunity right now. Even some of you men, you got opportunity. You can ask a woman, you know, but you better do it before this time come, man, because the time's getting short, man. It really is. The time is drawing nigh, you know what I mean? Look up to the sky, the time is drawing nigh. With that said, I hope this was edifying. Shalom, Kahalayam Yahweh, Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadesh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatam.